Coming up next, long lines and frustrated flyers. How the partial government shutdown is affecting airports across the country.
Should be safe, but it may not be as safe because of things like the shutdown and the lack of funding.
Plus, the dangers of electric scooters to riders and others.
He comes right up next to me, hits my arm as I'm walking.
See how police at Penn State are cracking down.
And the Nittany Lions get ready for their first ever appearance in the Women's Frozen Four on home ice. The Center County Report starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Bronwyn Leiber.
And I'm Owen Camaros. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story, airport troubles are growing as the partial government shutdown affects TSA workers and passengers. With spring break travel at its peak, hours-long airport security lines are causing problems nationwide. TSA agents are calling in sick because they're not getting paid during the shutdown. At Philadelphia's airport, 3 of 7 checkpoints closed this week to help streamline operations. And now, TSA is warning some smaller airports could close altogether if the situation drags on. While many experts say that's unlikely, passengers and airport officials say pressure is building on TSA employees.
Should be safe, but it may not be as safe because of things like the shutdown and the lack of funding. And I feel for these TSA agents that they always come to work professional.
I want to applaud the traveling public because they've been very tolerant and patient, all things considered. But more than that, I want to commend our TSA employees who continue to come to work without getting paid.
About 10% of all TSA agents called off work nationwide this week, according to ABC News. But at some major airports, those numbers are as high as 40%.
From flying to driving, gas prices are continuing to rise nationwide because of the war in Iran and global oil concerns. AAA says the average price of regular unleaded is now $3.91 per gallon nationally, and in Pennsylvania it's $3.87. Here in State College area, the average price is $3.90, but many places are seeing $4 a gallon. That's up almost 20 cents from just a week ago. Dozens of people turned out in Bellefonte this week for a protest against ICE and its immigration enforcement tactics. Here's a look.
No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA!
Dozens of protesters took to the streets in front of the Center County Courthouse, holding a Drive ICE Out of Bellefonte march. The event was organized by the People's Defense Front, Student Committee for Defense and Solidarity, and Center County Rapid Response Network after they say a community member entered the courthouse last week for a routine appointment when plainclothed ICE agents detained him.
That's not how justice is supposed to work.
There were speeches, posters, and anti-ICE chants with residents from both Bellefonte and State College. Many wore masks to hide their identities, but one woman told us she's proud of what she stood for.
We have to speak up to show that we still can. We have a First Amendment right to speak up.
No violence was reported, but 2 police cars arrived and followed the march to the waterfront lot across from Talleyrand Park, telling protesters to get off the road. Protesters also spoke out about other immigration enforcement activity in Center County over the past year, including an incident last summer when 24 construction workers on their way to a job site in State College were taken into custody by federal agents.
Organizers say more demonstrations may be planned in the coming weeks. ICE defends its actions, saying it's upholding immigration law and removing those who are breaking the law.
Police at Penn State say they're now strictly enforcing a ban on scooters at the University Park campus. It comes after complaints about people using them in crowded areas. Reporter Olivia Swigart is live on campus with the story. Olivia, aren't they already illegal?
They are, Owen, but students here are still using them anyway. But now, University police are letting everyone know they're going to start cracking down on those e-scooters and just want students to leave them at home.
For some students on Penn State's sprawling University Park campus, getting to class used to be a breeze using these.
So being able to go right to my class and right back to my dorm, made it very easy.
but those e-scooters also caused issues and potential dangers to riders and people walking. Alana Deneau says a scooter hit her this past year.
I was walking down Shortledge and I had my headphones on like everyone does, so I guess I technically couldn't really hear him coming, but he comes right up next to me, hits my arm as I'm walking. Doesn't even turn around, doesn't even say sorry.
The university is now stepping up enforcement of a scooter ban. Police want students to leave their e-scooters off campus. University police posted the policy on the department's website and shared a post on its Facebook page. A police spokesperson gave us a statement saying, quote, "E-scooters are classified as motor-driven devices that do not meet the PA vehicle code requirements for operation on public highways and are prohibited from use on university property, including in buildings and on roadways, sidewalks, bike paths, and shared pathways." E-scooters like this one here are being asked not to be brought back to campus now that students are back from spring break. The penalty for riding a scooter on campus can vary from a referral to a motor vehicle fine of $225 or more, but that penalty depends on if you violate motor vehicle regulations. Scooters have been linked to deadly crashes. Last year, a 12-year-old girl was killed in the Philadelphia area after she fell off a scooter and a car hit her. Penn State's scooter ban isn't new, but the university is now putting the brakes on e-scooters in a more public way.
Under Pennsylvania law, electric scooters are generally illegal to be used on public roads, sidewalks, and streets. Live in University Park, I'm Olivia Swigart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Olivia. Now to some business openings and closings happening in Center County. A new Amazon warehouse has officially opened in Benner Township after years of planning and construction. The 125,000 square foot delivery station in Benner Commerce Park has created more than 100 jobs. Amazon says the last mile delivery station will help get packages from the facility to customers much faster. Another business is also opening in the area. Chipotle has opened its third location in Center County. The restaurant is in State College on South Atherton Street and features a drive-through pickup lane that they call the Chipotle Lane. It lets customers pick up digital orders. Chen's Mongolian Buffet was the former business located here, but it closed just last year. This is one of 2 new Chipotle locations planned in the area.
And Tussey Mountain is one step closer to a major expansion plan aimed at revitalizing the long-standing ski and recreation resort. Plans include a larger updated lodge with event space, plus new dining options and improved facilities for both skiing and shopping. Harris Township is reviewing the proposal to bring the property into the regional growth boundary and expand sewer access. Those are key steps needed for future development. If approved, the upgrades would be completed in phases, all within the existing Tussey Mountain property.
And more local business news, a State College shop is closing. Barefoot and Metro, a women's clothing store downtown, has been around for 51 years, but it'll shut down at the end of May. According to statecollege.com, the store owner, Art Fine, has decided to retire at the age of 77.
Still to come on the Center County Report, will it finally warm up this weekend? We check the 7-day forecast.
And we talk with the new dean of Penn State's Belisario College of Communications. Also coming up, a key date is set for a Penn State union vote and crowning a hockey national champion right here in Happy Valley. We check in on the Frozen Four.
No. Do it. Give it a fix.
The State College School District will invest more than $1 million in upgrades and replacements at the high school's natatorium. The school board approved bids for key parts to the pool project. Work is expected to happen this summer when the pool is drained for maintenance.
Dates have been set for Penn State's upcoming faculty union vote. According to the Service Employees International Union, ballots will be mailed on April 1st and must be returned by mail no later than May 6th. The vote will decide if faculty at University Park and Commonwealth campuses will unionize.
Penn State has a new dean for the Belisario College of Communications, the Center County Report's parent organization. Emily Metzger is the new dean. She comes from Kent State University, where she was the director of the School of Media and Journalism. She's had a long academic career and also served as a U.S. diplomat. Reporter Jack Raczynski had the chance to talk with her.
So first off, Dr. Metzger, congratulations on the dean position.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it.
So journalism, on that topic, faces many challenges right now. What do you think are the biggest challenges that students and journalists face, but also the opportunities that student journalists can have over the next 5 years?
Oh gosh, there's a lot to unpack in that question. I think that there are many opportunities for journalists and student journalists today. I think they just look different than they used to.
And in that new role, what do you want to emphasize when that role and that job becomes official for you?
And I see Belisario College as having a tremendous role to play in helping move forward with that. I think AI is an exciting thing to be looking at. I really appreciate the university leadership's focus on the fact that Penn State is a state-supported institution and that their state-supported institutions, I think, have a special obligation to serve the communities in which they're located and the states in which they're located. And I think a college like the Belisario College of Communications is wonderfully well suited to serving communities, whether it's through journalism or public relations or focus on policy or focus on advertising. There are just a lot of different ways that the expertise in the Belisario College can be deployed in support of the state.
Dr. Metzger, thank you so much for your time and welcome to State College.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it.
You can see the full interview on our website, belisariostudentmedia.psu.edu. Now, here's Filippo with the weather.
Well, after a wild week with rain showers changing over to snowflakes and an inch and a half of snow on St. Patrick's Day, I want to congratulate all of you. As of 10:46 this morning, we are now officially in astronomical spring. Right now at the Penn State Arboretum, the snow has cleared over the past few days. 55 degrees here in State College, not sunny, some clouds out right now, just a little glitch with this graphic. South-southwesterly winds at 8 miles an hour going to continue the warm feels over the next few days. Taking a look around central Pennsylvania, 55 in Sealy's Grove, 45 in Williamsport, 56 in the capital, and in Pittsburgh it has officially hit 60 degrees as of 12:13 p.m. But we're also tracking the chance for some rain showers swinging in throughout the northwestern portion of the Commonwealth. This will be heading into central Pennsylvania very, very soon. This is part of a clipper system diving out of Canada, but a very potent ridge across the western United States, keeping them dry and abnormally warm. Phoenix hit 100 degrees in March for the first time since 1980. A severe weather risk across southwestern Pennsylvania today, mostly for strong winds, but the chance for a few isolated tornadoes as well. This is including Pittsburgh and Johnstown. Here in State College, not in that level 1 risk of severe weather, but could still see some gusty winds as this line of showers and downpours moves through during the late afternoon and early evening hours here in central Pennsylvania, moving out through the evening hours in southeastern Pennsylvania. Then during the day on Saturday, we'll see clouds start to clear and a very beautiful day on the way for our Saturday. In the extended range, another clipper system moves through on Sunday, another chance for some showers and rumbles of thunder. And as we go through the early to middle part of next week, another clipper system moves in. This one could have more of a wintry component to it, potentially some snow showers here in State College, and another one moving in for later on next week. So for today, 59 degrees are high, afternoon rain and rumbles, a south wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 25. So even though the umbrella may seem handy, it might be a day for a rain jacket instead. Rain early this evening, a low of 40 degrees, winds calming down and staying light as we go into the day tomorrow. 55 degrees, mostly sunny, a gorgeous day out there, northwesterly wind at 5 miles per hour. And as we take a look at our 7-day outlook, multiple chances for rain over the weekend. Sunday into Monday is the main chance, but we will hit 70 degrees before that cold front moves through that will bring in those rain and rumbles. The beginning part of next work week does seem calm, but then the chance for a wintry mess Wednesday night into Thursday. And don't let that high temperature deceive you, 31 degrees as we get into Thursday morning.
Gosh, well, I am loving what I'm hearing about this weekend's high of 70. That's gorgeous. As for next week's cold front, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's good to hear that we're into March. It's good to hear that, there's going to be some warmer weather on the horizon.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And speaking of March, speaking of warm weather, if your brackets aren't ruined yet, they might be in the next couple of days. Jeremy Rose has more.
Thank you, guys. Coming up in sports, Penn State women's hockey makes school history as the team prepares for its first Frozen Four on home ice. And Penn State football's senior class brings their A game for NFL scouts ahead of the NFL draft.
Solid tease.
I'm Jeremy Rose with sports. Penn State women's hockey is set to take on Wisconsin tonight in the Nittany Lions' first ever appearance in the Frozen Four, and they'll take the ice at home with Pagula Ice Arena hosting the tournament. Reporter Fernando Martinez is there live. Fernando, what can you tell us ahead of tonight's matchup?
Well, Jeremy, tonight's game has a lot at stake. Penn State is looking to clinch a spot in the national championship on home ice, where it has only lost once this season. But they'll have to go through a Wisconsin team that's the number 2 seed and won 11 games on the road. Reporter Owen Camaros takes a closer look.
It's everything we've worked for, but we're not done yet.
Penn State is 2 wins away from a national championship. The women's hockey team is in the Frozen Four for the first time in school history, and they're hosting the tournament in their home arena. Senior defenseman Kendall Butsy says this moment is 4 years in the making.
Trying to get the program to a position where we can actually make that a realistic goal for ourselves was something that we've been talking about for a few years now.
The Nittany Lions senior class has made history this season. Forward Tessa Janicki has the most points in program history, Butsy has the most points from a defenseman, and goalie Katie Disa has the best goals against average. Campersall says he asked to host the tournament this year because of these seniors.
That when they were seniors, that it would be a good time to host and see if we can, get there.
In their time at Penn State, the seniors have won the AHA every year. But in the last 3 NCAA tournaments, Penn State has fallen short. But nobody from this 2026 class has transferred. And according to senior forward Maddie Christian, that's the reason the Nittany Lions are in the Frozen Four for the first time in school history.
We've gone through this together. Nobody's transferred. Nobody's come in. We have this class that is so connected and so strong.
Penn State will play Wisconsin tonight. The finals are Sunday afternoon. In University Park, I'm Owen Cameros for the Center County Report.
Before the puck drops at 7:30, Northeastern takes on Ohio State in the first Frozen Four game. The winners will play in the national championship on Sunday. The Nittany Lions are the third team to play the Frozen Four on home ice, but the last two to do it went on to win it all. So maybe history is on Penn State's side. I'm Fernando Martinez reporting live. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Fernando. From the ice over to the mat, Penn State Wrestling is competing at the National Championships this weekend, looking to make it 5 titles in a row. Day 2 action is getting underway as we speak. The Nittany Lions won 18 of 20 matches yesterday, which slots them into first place in the team standings with 40 points. Iowa and Nebraska a little bit behind at 25. The tournament will wrap up on Sunday in Cleveland, Ohio. Penn State has named Lady Lions alum Tanisha Wright as its brand new basketball head coach. She returns after 5 years coaching in the WNBA. Wright will be introduced for the women's team at a news conference on Monday. NFL scouts were at Penn State this week for the Nittany Lions Pro Day with the draft just weeks away. I had the chance to be there and see players trying to impress the NFL teams to boost their draft stocks. Pro Day is a chance for players to showcase their skills in front of NFL scouts. For quarterback Drew Aller, it's critical. He's trying to rebound from a season-ending injury last fall.
I think I show teams that I'm a competitor. I love just going out and competing and just throwing. This is a job, but it's also my passion.
Aller's wide receiver core of Devontae Ross, Kyron Hudson, Liam Clifford, and Traver Pena finally got to put in combine-style numbers. The group competed in broad jumps, shuttle runs, position drills, and the 40-yard dash. Ross's 4.45.40 highlighted the event, a showing that even surprised him.
I said, I may have ran a little faster than I even thought, so I'm not sure officially what my time was, but from what I'm hearing, I think it was pretty easy.
Scouts surrounded Aller during his throwing drills.
I could have played a game, I feel like, 2 weeks ago. I feel like I could go out and play in a game right now.
While a handful of players here are looking ahead to the NFL, today is also about the lasting impact that they leave right here at Penn State.
To the outside world, it's a big school, and there's a lot of people at games, but in reality, it's still football at the end of the day. Just go out and have fun. That's all you got to do.
The Nittany Lions face heavy turnover coming into this season. Not only will there be a new specialist room, but wide receivers as well. The pass catchers are losing around 87% of snaps from last year, but Aller says he's confident the program will move forward without them.
But I feel like, between myself and all my teammates that are out here today, we put Penn State in a really good position. So I'm really proud of all that.
Following Pro Day, players have individual workouts and interviews with NFL teams ahead of the draft. This year's draft begins April 23rd at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. We will bring you guys live coverage on Penn State Com Radio. Now over to the pool. The high school career for State College swimmer Molly Workman comes to an end after a dominant performance in the state championship. The University of Virginia commit won 2 individual golds and 2 relay golds at the event at Bucknell. A highlight was her comeback in the anchor leg of the 400 relay that State College won by 0.06 of a second. Workman was also named swimmer of the meet. So guys, you already mentioned it, Owen, March Madness, who do we got?
They scared me last night, but I'm going Duke.
Not a chance. I'm taking Arizona all the way. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Coming up next, March Madness isn't just on the court, it's in your ice cream cone. Which Berkey Creamery flavor will take the title?
Thank you.
March Madness is underway, which means more than basketball. It means Penn State's Berkey Creamery's annual Flavor Madness tournament is back. The tournament has 16 creamery ice cream flavors competing to become this year's Scoop champion. It runs 4 full weeks with voting opening every Monday at 10 a.m. and closing Friday at noon. You can vote on the Creamery's website, and you're encouraged to share your picks with hashtag PSU Flavor Madness on social media. The Scoop champion will be announced on Monday, April 10th with the sale of the winning flavor.
You know, Bronwyn, there's a lot of great flavors, but Death by Chocolate has my vote.
For me, I'm only taking cookies and cream.
That's a pick. That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us next Friday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Center County Report X, and you can see our stories on our Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. Have a good weekend.